have built it up just to fall apart. Try to leave them wanting more. As we scream and we fight, carry on through the night. But the problem is never the cure. Every day we try to pay better than the lies and the sins. All the love, all the hate feel like one and the same. I only sink before I swim. I swear this time is gonna be the last one. Gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa. This time is gonna be the last one. Gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa. I'll forget all the dreams that we told our hearts and the pain that's there to start. Try to find what is safe from the scars that replace, like the faithful that converts. I swear this time is gonna be the last one. Gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa. This time is gonna be the last one. Gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa. I'm standing proud. We sing it out. The Legion of the Underground. This time is gonna be the last one. Gonna be the last one. Oh, whoa.
Our G League commentary team.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for the Pelicans, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint. Lots of
Oh,
ups
let me write
and
that one
downs.
down.
Just keep
Hold
trusting
on.
yourself.
The season is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaqstradamus.
Shaqstradamus.
Did you
Yama,
actually
yama,
make that
yama,
up?
yama.
Something that was already said
Oh, I
many,
just made
many,
it up.
many
It just
moons
came
ago.
off the top
I've
of the
never
head.
heard
And you're
that
acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original.
I've never
It's
heard
not
that
a
before.
marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get away.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh,
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
I've never heard that either.
no, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game losing to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2 guard to a 6'10 big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. And in the early part of the season, Steve, teams are usually at their healthiest. How do you maintain that healthy factor throughout the long season?
You know, I love what these organizations are doing, and also players individually. They're getting their rest. They're having the individual trainers on the side. Nutritionists play a huge role right now. And I think for a lot of the younger guys, you can't be afraid to ask the veteran what he's doing. And I think that's what a lot of the veterans right now are taking these young guys under their wing and not only teaching them the skill level on the court, but how to maintain their bodies throughout the season.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Moutier with the ball. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Mirotic is the 4 with Davis in the middle. Holiday and Moore the guards. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Now here is Holiday after Enes Kanter's miss. And Davis puts it in.
When Anthony Davis is aggressive going to the offensive glass, it gives this team another dimension.
Hardaway passes to Vonleh. Back to Hardaway. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
The ability to accelerate off the bounce. AD puts the defender in a horrible position. Could have been called an and one.
Holiday brings the double team. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Passes it to Hazanya for the 3. Rebounded by Moore.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
The second chance effort and the layup by Mirotic. Mirotic has got his first basket.
That's what you love to see, especially from your stretch big man. Mirotic getting in there and creating opportunities.
Here's Vonleh. No good that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Here's Moutier following the score by New Orleans. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And for the Pelicans, they can now start to look at the future in a different light. Now they have a team that can compete in the West with the core. It's just about adding the right pieces around Anthony Davis.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Back to Kanter. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And, of course, for the Pelicans and their future, Steve, last offseason was spent trying to get Cousins back.
Alvin Gentry, the coach, said the team wanted Cousins back despite the injury. Didn't quite work out the way they hoped with Cousins leaving, but this team showed they can compete without Cousins.
Here's Moutier after Drew Holiday's score. Back to Moutier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Moutier's got his first points of the night. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They're leading by 8. No good from Moore.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Fast break, here we go. And it's Davis with the jam.
You've got to be able to turn some people over. AD aggressive, finds a way to get them in transition.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. The pass to Kanter. That one, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Here's Holiday. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break.
Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Vonleh. Back to Hardaway. There's the triple. Here's Kanter. takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Cantor's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Here's Moutier following the basket by Anthony Davis. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Holiday attacking, makes it off the glass. Holiday's got 6 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Moutier dishes to Vonleh. Kicks to Cantor. Back to Vonleh. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Vonleh. New Orleans leading by 9. Johnson finds Davis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
And the free throw, no good.
What I love about AD, he doesn't just have a well-rounded game. He's elite at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Cantor. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now, Moutier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Down low, Hazanya. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Hazanya's got his first 2 points of the night.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And yes, it's good. That's now 8 points for Drew Holiday.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
New York calls timeout. For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card. You ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piling
No,
cards
not at all,
in front of
Kevin,
me.
Not at all.
November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out New Orleans, a game and a half out.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Mirotic grabs the miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Knicks trail by 13. Pass to Canner. Hardaway against Moore. Outside Hardaway. He kicks it to Vonleh. Just 5 on the clock. That one goes. Count it. Vonleh's got 5 points so far. And it's Davis with the ball for New Orleans. And stolen by Hezonja. And now the Knicks on the break. Moutier with the ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. It's Davis with the drive. Count it. 18 points for him.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Here's Holiday. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Moutier. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Davis with it. Now defended by Moutier. He gets that one. And that's now 20 points for Davis.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Davis has got 22.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The pass to Vonleh. Back to Hardaway. The shot's good from Cantor. Here's Holiday. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Got that bucket in no time at all. Mirotic has got his second bucket of the game to go. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Celtics. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Holiday. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Julius Randle's checked in for Davis. Miller comes in for Mirotic. Hill, he's checked in for Wesley Johnson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Moore. Holiday gets the bucket. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Here's Ntilikina. After Drew Holiday's score, 6 on the shot clock, and he jams it with authority.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Randall, it's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Inside, and the basket by Knox.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Randall. Lays it up off the glass. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Here's Hill. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Ntilikina. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Robinson passes to Ntilikina. Here's Dotson, guarded by Holiday. Off target from three-point range.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Randall, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And that one misses. And when it comes to big men who can really handle the basketball, there aren't many of them, but there are a few, and they're pretty good at it, the bigs.
You know, I think the best at this, and we don't consider him a big, but he's close to 7 feet, is Kevin Durant.
Right.
Handling the basketball for a big. DeMarcus Cousins is really good. You look at guys like LaMarcus Aldridge, not bad. Blake Griffin, for his size, being able to handle the basketball. We have so many guys that have that skill set, and they're 6'10" and above.
Here's Ntilikina. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the basket by Knox.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Holiday goes in, plays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 16 points.
And you couldn't draw it up any better offensively. 8 buckets already in his first 10 attempts.
Here's Ntilikina. He's defended by Randall. From deep, Ntilikina can't hit. Pelicans leading by 20. Here's Miller.
And looking now at some numbers here for Randall. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's putting up about 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he knocks down the first one. That one is no good. Knicks trail by 21. Pass to Knox. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 8 points for him.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Holiday gets the bucket, and the Pelicans lead by 21.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Knox. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Passes it to Dotson. Here's Ntilikina, and the Knicks good for 2.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
35-54.
Here's Randall. Sinks that one from the post. Randall's got 7.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Can't connect from short range. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. New Orleans on top, running away with this one. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Enes Kanter traded to the Knicks in 2017. Said he was thrilled to go and play in New York.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York. Because like for every player, man, you just want to come to New York. It's a big city, a lot of people, crazy fans. And I mean, of course, the most famous arena in the world. And I was definitely so happy.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Kanter's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Holiday out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Darius Miller. Then it's Randall. And it's Hill in at the small forward. For New Orleans, they have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
That one misses for Clark. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
Inside, here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Ntilikina. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
And that one's good by Clark.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Robinson pulls it in.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself. And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Here's Randall. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Knox, guarded by Holiday. Offensive rebound. Knox, the pass to Robinson. Second shot opportunity, and he comes up with the deuce. Robinson's got 6. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Count that bucket. Trier's got his first 2 points of the night.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did. And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Ron Baker, he's checked in for New York. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for the Pelicans. There's the feed to Miller. Dishes it to Moore. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Timeout. Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Ejuan will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. Johnson comes in for Solomon Hill. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. The Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And the pass to Baker. To the inside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Here's Davis. Robinson with the block. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Knox. He's defended by Randall. Down low. And Robinson throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Randall. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Randall's got 16 points.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively. Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Baker kicks to Ntilikina. Here's Trier. And he drops it in from the low post. Trier's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Randall, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Randall. Both free throws good from Randall. New York shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Moutier with the bounce pass. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. And Moore kicks to Davis. Not going to go that time. And New York will come the other way. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Knicks trail by 20. Moutier looking around. He dishes it to Vonleh. Davis with the double team. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And a look here at the shot chart for Davis.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And now 24 points for Davis.
He's in that AD rhythm. Defensively, you need to try and deny him the ball. He's too hot.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
Here's Baker. Softly drops in the floater. Baker's got his second basket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Moore. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 20. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Stolen by Cantor. Releases. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
You know, I wonder, where's the passion? You can't afford a no-show here on the defensive glass. Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Here's Clark. Banked in off the glass. Clark's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Here's Moutier. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Here's Cantor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Cantor's got 20.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Here's Davis, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, when we talk about AD as an athlete, a major component to that is his body control, able to adjust off contact to finish the play. Last season, Anthony Davis took his defensive game to just another level. He was always a good defender, but he's starting to become dominant. With his quickness and length, he's just a menace on that end.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hezonja, he's checked in for Knox. And Hardaway is subbed in for Baker.
One shot, find the lanes.
That one misses for Davis. And for his efforts on defense, Davis was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, Anthony got some votes, and he might get even more this year. The man had a triple-double with blocks last season. He's the kind of player that makes everyone hear footsteps when he's on the floor.
New York shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Davis with the double team. Hezonja kicks to Hardaway. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Mirotic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Davis, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Moutier. Pass to Vonleh. Inside. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Here's Moore. And it's New Orleans scoring again. And here is Hardaway. 32 points for him last game against the Celtics in Boston. Kicks to Moutier. Back to Hardaway. Moore with the block. And Davis, here we go. Well, Steve, Etuan Moore, a fantastic sharp-shooting wing for this team.
Yes, Moore hasn't always been a big shooter from deep. That part of his game has grown in the last few seasons. But as he's taken more threes, his overall shooting percentage has risen. That's something you just don't see.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first one falls. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots. A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Here's Davis, and he banks in the layup. Davis has got 36.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Davis with the double team. Pass to Cantor. And that one, good. Cantor's got 26 points.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's Mirotic. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
He has a score-first mindset. Etuan plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find the open man.
And so here is New York, and stolen by Mirotic. And Mirotic throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And finished off by Mirotic.
Running in the open floor for Mirotic, determined to get an easy shot in transition.
And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Johnson. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
It's stolen by Johnson. The dish now to Davis. From about 16, that's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Trying to find Cantor, gets it to him, and it's good for 2. 28 points for him.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And Davis puts it in.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
To the middle, here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
with ice cubes in my watch and dubs on the black bean. You know, I'm getting paid cause I do all the work. It's rainy days if we don't move all we go for search. You know, I'm on the block, fam, in the cream drop lamb. Mostly cats with deals, y'all ain't hot, man. I'm about to do it again, you about to lose it again. Show and tell.
Both teams changing it up here.
All right, a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Moore. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team, averaging 17 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
New York shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. To the right side. Here's Ntilikina. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Holiday goes in. Count it. Holiday's got 24.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Holiday. Ntilikina can't hit. Hill left side. Another one falls for New Orleans. 5 seconds left now here in the second. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 40 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And as we return to New York, a panoramic vista of downtown Manhattan taken from the observation deck of the Empire State Building. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And New York, looking at who they've got. Hazonia out there with Vonleh. Then it's Moutier. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
One shot.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Outside Hardaway. No good on the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Davis with the bucket.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Davis with the double team. Moutier finds Cantor. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Got a piece of it. And now the Knicks on the break. No one near him. Good on the bucket. Azania's got his second basket of the game. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Johnson, the pass to Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
One shot.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Hardaway kicks to Moutier. Over Holiday. Moutier, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
2 points, that one goes. Davis has got 47 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Hardaway. The tray. Cans it from downtown. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
127.
Mirotic finds Davis. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Vonleh. He's got 7.
As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
Now, here is Holiday. Defense is right there. That one falls.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now, here's Moutier, guarded by Holiday. Moore with the steal. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Rebounded by Hardaway. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The tray. Pelicans with the rebound.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
And Davis with the bucket.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Moutier passes to Cantor. New York moving the ball around.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
First free throw is good for the Knicks. Knox, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Ron Baker comes in for Mario Hezonja. And it's Trier in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And New Orleans also making a change. Randall's checked in. And Cantor drops them both. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Holiday, it's deflected. Taken away by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Davis has got the ball. Comes up empty down low. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And you talk about Cantor's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
And there it is for him. Davis has got 53.
Assisted by Julius Randle.
Moutier with the ball. To the paint, here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Oh, no question he does. I just think he likes to keep the fans guessing.
And how about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
Yeah, how pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New Orleans. Here's Davis. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Knox. He's defended by Randall. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got 14 points for the game. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Now Moore. 6 points for him. Offline with the baseline jumper.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
Here's Trier, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. That's good from Davis on the assist by Holiday. Davis has got 59 points.
How about watching AD with his size to put the ball on the deck and make a play going downhill?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Enes Kanter. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Moutier. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Clark, he's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
New York moving it around. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Robinson. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. To the inside, Davis, and finished off by Davis.
It's a thing of beauty watching an athlete that graceful, but that powerful.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Robinson, that's good.
Taking a workmanlike approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Robinson's gone 75% from the field, 6 baskets in 8 attempts. And it's Davis missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The shot's good from Ntilikina. Ntilikina's got 8.
A welcome sign. Ntilikina has the form and touch. Needs to keep draining these mid-range jumpers. And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Here's Ntilikina. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Ntilikina kicks to Robinson. Here's Knox. He's defended by Randall. Randall grabs the board. Here's New Orleans. And Davis, here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Those long strides allow Davis to eat up ground in a hurry. Not much the defender could do.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
2 shots.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And New York making a change here. Dotson's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Hill's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. New York's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Trier passes to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Knox. Takes the 3. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The shot by Holiday, no good. New York's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Trier. 6 points for him. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And this is the kind of performance that everyone talks about seeing in person. The way he's attacked the defense with no hesitation. The tough shots he's taken and made. Just a masterpiece. When he gets it going, he can put up some big numbers.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Davis.
Darius Miller.
4 on the clock. From deep. Knox misses.
You don't want your best shooter even up that shot.
No, not at all. Coach is not going to like that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Randall grabs the board.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
Clark for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Knox has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. It's stolen by Randall. On its way from Clark for 2. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Assist from.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
And so here is New York following Drew Holiday's 3-point attempt. Ntilikina can't hit. And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Outside, Robinson. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hill. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Robinson with the block. Here's Trier. 8 points for him. That's tipped. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Robinson with the block. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Holiday. It's Robinson high post. The shot misses. Good D by Miller. It's Randall with the drive. Here's Ntilikina. The teardrop falls in. Ntilikina's got 4 points this quarter.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Here's Randall. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low, Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Hill dishes to Miller. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the inside, here's Trier. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got 19 points.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Miller, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. He has never been better. This is the most points he's scored in his career, and he is looking to add to it. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Knicks shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%, so the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Darius Miller. Jackson is out there with Frazier. Then there's Hill, and it's Okafor in at the center. And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Jackson. Hill's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for New Orleans. And so it's New York with it. Dotson kicks to Vonleh. Dishes it to Hardaway. Vonleh down low. He's against Miller. Here's Okafor. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Sinks that one from the post.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Dotson the pass to Cornette. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
The first one falls. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
On the wing, Hardaway. Misses the 3.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
And it's Okafor off the drive, and the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Knicks, Ron Baker. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Pelicans making a change here. Diallo's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
9 feet out. Knicks with the rebound. Vonleh's got his 5th rebound in this one. Baker passes to Vonleh. That one good for 2. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And then Okafor slams it in.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Pass to Cornette. Right side Hardaway. Inside. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
Here's Okafor, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call, New York with the foul. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
And he's good on the second. Now here's Burke. To the middle. Here's Cornette, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. It's good.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Baker in the corner. Out to Hardaway. Off target with his 3.
I don't know what's happened to him in this second half, but he's been terrible from deep.
Miller throws it down hard.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Off target from outside. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
Couple zeros with me, count of 31. Clean money, capers, got it dirty. Getting money, gotta give me some. Selling, about to give me one. Blowing money fast, flipping through the funds. Passing through the block, hitting on the run. Been a short, sticking to my. 12, he got a rocket, Eddie got it. Yo, Trizzy, wanna call me Freddy Krueger. Shout out to my St. James, don't call me Rick the Bullet.
Baker kicks to Burke. New York moving the ball around. Hardaway with it. And it's Miller picking him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Baker. Inside. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Here's Okafor. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And the point differential tells the story. Their 2-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Frazier. But they recover it. Okafor, the pass to Frazier. Misses the 3. Knicks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Burke looking over the floor. Shoots from the elbow. And that one hits back iron. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson misses. New York shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Now here's Burke. Frazier covering. Here's Baker. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. There's Jackson with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
And here is Hazonia. Passes it to Cornette. Here's Burke. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Diallo. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Baker kicks to Cornette, and there's the pass to Hazanya. Okafor grabs the miss. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Jackson misses. New York shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Hardaway, no good.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Here's Frazier. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Frazier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Baker, no good. Now here's Okafor. Burke covering. Okafor gets the bucket.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Hazonia kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Hazanya. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. Shot clock at 3. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And Miller with the basket on the assist by Okafor. Okafor's got 3 assists tonight.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Here's Baker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Miller, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Miller's got 10 points here in the second half.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now. I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Shot good by Diallo. And it's Burke with the ball for New York. In the corner, Hardaway with it. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's his 2nd triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Here's Hardaway. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. returning to New York with a 4-year, $71 million contract that surprised many. He's got to shoot better than he did last season to be worth that kind of money.
First one falls for him. And Hardaway, of course, the son of former All-Star point guard Tim Hardaway, who played with the Warriors in the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, Hardaway Jr. much more comfortable, I think, off the ball in terms of spotting up and attacking. Definitely has worked on his ball handling and creating a little bit more of his own offense.
Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Ian Clark comes in for Frank Jackson. And so he makes both from the line. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided. And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage, bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there, not a lot of solutions.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Hardaway's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Knicks. New Orleans gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And that one's good by Clark. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Hardaway. This one for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Okafor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Moutier kicks to Hardaway. To the middle. Robinson passes to Vonleh. And Okafor with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. 1:22 left in the fourth. Moutier, no good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Moutier with the basket. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hill with it. Now defended by Vonleh. Got that one up quick.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated. You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Left brain and right brain are biting. Set frames and watch plays inside it. And amongst the stars where you find it. I smell the breeze in the morning. I feel your presence is warming. I paid attention to warnings. Everyone still cut up and just warming. Hands on me, get flash it. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Function like Aladdin. Them good ones you talking to. Hands on me, get flash it. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Function like Aladdin. Them good ones you talking to. Hands on him, get flash it. Ooh, them boys stay nasty. Function like Aladdin. Them good ones you talking to. Hands on him, get flash it.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Okafor. Here's Miller, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Baker in the corner. From beyond the arc. Kept alive by New York. Robinson kicks to Moutier. Here's Baker. 5 on the clock. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Vonleh, the pass to Robinson. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. The ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.